Alright, good halfway through the forenoon, YouTube. Today I will be replacing cylinder 3 glow plug on this truck here. It burned out the other day and threw an engine light, and I can't stand engine lights, so I got my glow plug here. Excuse the noise in the background. My neighbor's is over there mowing his yard, so that's why all that noise is. Well, if I can get this thing to focus here. There you go. And so it's really simple to fix. I'm rotating my tires on the truck, so I figured it's a good time to do it. I just had changed oil again, so it's been time to do it again. I try to rotate the tires every time I change the oil. So yeah, like I said, that's what the glow plug looks like, and there's this little nut here where the wire goes on. So it's on the cylinder 3 is on the passenger side, second from the front, and here's facing the front. I took the wheel off. Like I said, I was rotating the tires, and that wheel's the one that goes back on here. Then there's all kinds of noisy people traveling the road. Anyway, it said that you need to take the fender liner out. It said that's the hardest part, but you don't need to do that. Mine anyway, you don't. Mine's got this little extra floppy thingy here. So for me, if I lift this up, well, let me come down here. So here is the front of the, as you can see, there's the front of the engine. You can see the pulleys there for the belts. Dusty mess. So let's see. There we go. There's the front of the engine, and this right here is the front cylinder glow plug, and which would be a 4. And here's the third one. That's the one we need to replace. This second one from the front back. And then of course there's 3, and oops, there's 4. The one with this, or not, no, 2. This is 1. Okay, let me start over again. There's cylinder, come on, focus. Cylinder 4, cylinder 3, which I need to replace, and cylinder 2, and cylinder 1. And like I said, I'm replacing cylinder 3. That's the one that threw a coat for me. And a hint for you: if you get the engine lights and you don't want to go check it out somewhere, I have this little thing in my glove compartment here that's called Fixed. You can get them on Amazon or online. They're easy to find. All you do is fall over then. All you do is just plug this thing under the steering wheel. There's the thing where let me go over and show it just for you guys that aren't so familiar with this stuff. So under the steering wheel, and mine is loose. It's supposed to be, oops, it's supposed to be 2 little bolts holding it up there, and it was off dangling like that when I bought it already. I never did get the bolts, get little bolts to put it in. But yeah, there's this thing right here. That's where they plug their reader in if you take it in, and all you do is just let's see, plug it in there. Be sure it's plugged in nice and tight, and you have to download an app on your phone. And when you buy this thing, it has instructions on how to use it. It's really simple. Once you have the app downloaded, you just put in what kind of you pair your Bluetooth with this thing, and then you go on your phone, and it'll you add new vehicle, and you put in what you have and put all the vehicle information in. It's really simple. And then you'll see a little this green thing right here. There'll be a button like that on your phone that you'll tap, and it'll start circling and circling. That green thing will, and then it'll bring up. Sometimes it tells you what's wrong, like this. When I For the cylinder 3, it brought it up and said cylinder 3 glow plug is not working. Sometimes it just brings a code, but so far, if it brings up just a code, I'm always been able to Google the code and it tells me exactly what it is right away. So it's been a super helpful thing for me. Like I said, I mean, I've had my air sensor, the air fuel mixture sensor or map sensor fail on this thing, and that threw a code. So I Googled the code and, oh wait a minute, maybe that one told me a map sensor not detecting or something, I don't know. But I've had different codes that it would show me. It gives the code and you Google and it would immediately tell me what it was. So I've really liked this little thing, but I won't need it now, so because I know what it is. So anyway, we're going to get at it and replace that wire, or not wire, glow plug. So yes, again, this thing it's just called fixed. If you Google it, it'll come up. And I bought mine, I believe, off of Amazon. I'm not sure, but I know Amazon has them too. So it's just this little thing here. I mean, I like how it comes in this little plastic case and everything. You can also pay for a monthly thing, I think, on it or something. You'll see it on your phone it'll try to get you talked into doing that, but I don't do that. That ain't necessary. All I need is my codes. I don't need to know what it's going to cost me to fix it and stuff. Usually I fix it myself anyway, so. Now that we got that figured out, like I said, it's the cylinder 3 that's not working. Oops. So it'll take a 8mm socket for that little nut on the top. You got to take that little nut out, so you can, and then to take the, where am I at? Yeah, got to take that little nut out, and then unhook that wire, and then you need a deep well. And I'm trying to. That's an 8mm. You probably need probably need a deep well to strip it over this to turn it out then. But for now, we're going to get that 8mm, pull our nut off so we can get the wire unhooked. So I got it out, and this part actually uses a 1/2" socket. I used a deep well socket, and yeah, it looks a little smoked up down there at the bottom. It's still almost hot because I was driving the truck. I just came home maybe 3/4 an hour ago, if that much. But yeah, I just bought mine off of Amazon. I think it's like $15 and some cents. So we're gonna go ahead and pop this new one in and see what happens. Alright, the new glow plug is in there, the wire's on, we should be good to go. Now, I'm going to put the tire back on before I try to start it, just so it don't shatter off of my jack stands and stuff here. And oh, and so that new one had a 1/2" for the main. Let's see, where's that? This one, this little nut on the end here was 8mm, and this other part was a 1/2". But the new one, this part was still 1/2", but this little nut was actually 7mm. So, but you'll figure that out. That ain't no biggie. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna put this tire on and then fire it up, and that should have taken care of it, unless there's some other issue. And I don't really expect that, so yeah, I'll fire it up and we'll find out. Alright, so I just started the engine up, and I ended up having to plug my fixed thing in and deleting the engine light. That's another thing you can do, is delete the engine light with that tool. And I ended up having to do that because I thought maybe it would go away on its own, but I guess they don't. So I deleted it, and then I shut it off and started it up again a time or two, and it seems to have taken care of it. So, for those of you who are wondering how hard it is, it's really not that hard. So here's the driver's side. Oh shoot, this one don't flip back like that. So on this side you would have to take the fender liner off, but they're really not that hard to replace. So there you have it. I hope that was helpful to you. You have a great day. Good luck and God bless. And thanks for watching.